Hey, we're back again, the Coon Prairie Ramblers for the fourth section here at WFLN, Arcadia's only radio station. Yeah. I probably shouldn't say that because we're broadcast all over the world with the World Wide Web. You know that?
WWW, we're everywhere.
Yeah, man. Putin is listening to us. I know he is.
I'm sure. Sure. Well, it's time for that infamous segment called the F-Bomb. We're going to drop the bomb, so y'all get ready. Here she comes. Mercy sakes. Mercy sakes.
That bomb was spinning as it came down.
Yeah, it was missing one of his tail fins.
Yeah.
Something other.
I was trying to whistle. That bomb was spitting as it came down.
Well, that's a bad kind of bomb right there. A spit bomb.
All right. F-bomb.
We talking about birds the last couple of segments today, so why don't we just...
Yeah, let's keep on.
Just birds of a feather, and we keep flocking together here.
Yeah.
What if you were a bird, what kind of bird would you like to be, and why? And what kind of life do you think you'd lead if you was a bird?
Well, if I was a bird, and I wouldn't want to be a bird because I don't care for birds, but if I was a bird, I would want to be the biggest bird there was. And I'm not thinking like ostrich because ostrich can't fly. I said, what's the sense in being an ostrich if you can't fly?
You can't fly, that's right.
Or being an emu. Or a chicken. I definitely wouldn't want to be a chicken. But if I was a bird, I would be a condor.
Ain't that like a buzzard?
Yeah, he's a buzzard.
Eating dead stuff?
Yeah, but at least you're a great big buzzard.
Oh. You have bad breath all the time.
Yeah, but you're amongst other bad breathers. And so besides that,
nowhere to carry your Tic Tacs.
How do you know? How do you know if any of those other birds don't have bad breath? I mean, they eat some weird stuff too. I mean, they eat stuff right off the ground, man.
Is that dead possum I smell on your breath?
Yeah.
No, there's armadillo.
Well, I had a snake for dinner. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling. You get kind of hungry there, waiting on something to die and rot.
Well, is that what they do? They just hang around.
They don't go and eat it immediately. No, they let it warm up and start bubbling out there.
They flew around and they interfered with air traffic. You know,
get sucked into a jet engine.
And then you become 1,000,000 condors.
That's right.
Multiplied. Either that or
condor.
Or one of them falcons. You know, or not a falcon, but the bird that sits on the power line and the other little birds, they come around, peck on them, they try to chase them away.
Those caracaras or the flathead? Looks like an eagle with a bad tattoo.
Yeah.
I mean, a bad toupee, I mean.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with the condor. You know, he's a pretty bad guy, you know.
I made a movie with Robert Redford, 3 Days of the Condor.
That's it. I was trying to think of it. Yeah. Also, way back in the 30s, there was a movie with Cary Grant where he was down in South America, and he they were flying airplanes, and the condor flew right through the windshield of this and killed the pilot, and the plane crashed and everything.
I would do it. Kamikaze condor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got it. I mean, how long would you want to be a condor?
How long do condors live? You might want to rethink that and be a bird that lives to be 100 years old, like an African.
Yeah, like a gray, African gray.
Yeah, well, African grays.
Yeah.
Might want to consider that because the lifespan of a bird probably ain't very long.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm just happy that I'm not a bird. But if I had to be a bird, it'd be
I'd fly around naked and poop all over everything and live in a nest. And
I mean, you wouldn't want to be a seagull because you'd never know, hey, where am I going to land? You're way out there in the middle of the ocean.
You get tired out there just flapping around.
Yeah, so then you just kind of have to do a little scoot on top of the waves and ride the wave for a little while.
I'd stick with up at the beach up there and eat French fries and potato chips.
There you go. Terrorize little kids.
That's right. Swoop down on them and hope they didn't throw me an Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
I used to do something and kill them.
Yeah, you go down to the beach and you're laying there. If you're laying there, and what happened? A little kid comes by. Hey, here, bird. He throws his French fries up in the air, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by birds.
There you go.
That's right. Can't trust them.
Well, how about you, Dangerous?
Would you be a bird?
If I was a bird, I think I'd want to be a very intelligent bird and a bird that could talk.
There you go.
You know, if I had the same sense of humor as a bird as I have now.
Yeah. Oh, that would help.
You could be a joking bird.
There you go.
And
be famous, you know.
On Comedy Central.
There you go. There you go. And make lots of fans. They, you know, have my pictures on T-shirts and stuff.
Can you think of any famous birds besides foghorn, leghorn, and woody woodpecker?
And there was that.
Well, you done took them all there.
There was that cockatoo named Fred on the Beretta movie. I liked him.
Yeah, Beretta. I forgot about that. Yeah. Fred.
And there was that woodpecker on Dick Van Dyke kept pulling out the little boy's hair. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, there's been a few famous birds. Tweety bird.
Yeah, Tweety bird.
Not very many though.
Yeah. He's always losing his feather whenever
owls.
That cat swallowed him and then he'd spit them out.
Mm-hmm.
He'd always lose a few feathers.
Might want to be an owl.
Many feathers.
Owls are supposed to be smart. I don't know about that, but
they can turn their head around in circles.
I know, spin around like Linda. What's her name? Linda Blair on The Exorcist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Head spin around.
And they got them big eyes where they can see everything at nighttime.
They don't miss nothing.
Yeah. They can see a little mouse, sneaking around. A little mouse don't think nobody's seeing them, but that big old owl's up there got them.
Yeah.
Only bad thing I find about owls is that, people are superstitious. They believe it's a bad omen.
The harbinger of death
and all this other stuff.
Well, they're so intimidating looking. I mean, if you look at it now, I mean, he can just stare you down. He can scare you.
Why do some birds have ears? Owls have ears and some don't. They just makes them look completely different because it's a bird with ears sticking out.
Yeah. Looks like he's crossed with a lynx, one of them souped up bobcats.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to be a bird, I'd be a pterodactyl.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, go way back to primitive times.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about people or
what
whatever.
Was their lifespan?
People could have people around to shoot you and eat you.
Yeah.
You have to worry about dinosaurs getting you or whatever. You have to sleep high up in a tree or something or other.
Pterodactyls, they kind of ruled, didn't they?
They were bodacious.
And they could get away from a T-Rex and just fly away.
That's right. They swoop down and snatch up. They said most dinosaurs back in the day were about the size of a chicken.
Yeah.
By number.
Yeah.
They weren't all T-Rexes. They were like little chicken dinosaurs or whatever. So go by and snatch a couple of them and eat them for supper. I think a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
If you follow the internet, all the cryptozoologists, they say they're still around. They're in different parts,
I've heard of that.
Well, like the thunderbird, the Indians, they killed the legend of the thunderbird.
Is that like the phoenix or is that something else?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure too.
But anyway,
they out west. They still find deer carcasses up on the top of the high power poles and stuff.
Makes you wonder.
What carried them out there?
Wasn't no little mockingbird.
That sounds like a movie. Makings of a movie there.
Yeah. It might be a mockingbird because you get to do all those different sounds.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like the channel surfing. Let's go from one sound to the next.
Mockingbirds, they're the ones they'll jump up. They're kind of ornery, right? And
they're territorial. They'll fight a big bird.
They'll fly.
They got a nest nearby. They'll attack big birds.
They'll sit in the middle of the road, and you're driving up to them, and they'll sit there till the last second and then take off.
Ones I don't like are them blue jays. Some things are aggravating.
Yeah.
See, I love all of them. They're all little wonderful birds. The only one that makes me mad, we got a couple of mockingbirds that come around the house, and I like to hear birds sing. But one of them, I guess he lived next to somebody had a car alarm. And he does the car alarm.
Oh, my goodness.
They can't harmonize.
I've heard one do that. The car
and then
alarm.
we got another one. I guess he lived next to a park with a swing set, and he does that squeaking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's aggravating.
I can see how that would get old real quick.
I'll go out there and hear him doing that swing thing, that squeaking, and I'll try and make another noise and make him, do something else.
Throw him off. Shoot him. Get a BB gun. Like he was a red bird attacking.
I bet there's one song you can't sing of that one about tweedledee, tweedledee, dun 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 dun.
And that sounds kind of like a bird when they play that.
Yeah.
Something like a flute or something.
I could never sing that song if I ever learned the words to it. It's just like I can't move my lips that fast or my tongue.
I don't know.
But I like the idea of the dinosaur bird.
The pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl, yeah.
They're pretty intimidating.
Pretty cool.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
They probably could drop a load on you.
Yeah.
Or knock you out.
And maybe, in all reality, maybe if he was way back there and you got to know one, he probably wouldn't have been such a bad guy.
What if they could talk like a parrot or a parakeet?
Mm-hmm. You might
big
even
pointy heads.
Domesticate them, put them in your house in a cage.
Be like your watchdog. It'd be a big old cage. I think they're humongous.
Well, maybe he wouldn't need a cage.
He'd be your watchdog. Put him outside. Your watchbird.
Give him the front room.
Mm. They probably eat a lot, though. I think you have to feed one.
Yeah, make sure you feed them because you wouldn't want them to be feeding on you.
I can see it right now. Postman disappear.
Yeah.
Garbage man, milkman.
Yeah. Letters strewn all over the place.
Yeah, them Jehovah's Witnesses don't come around anymore. I don't know what happened to them. Looked out there and found their material out there scattered over the yard. Yeah. I don't know what, something must have swooped down and got them. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a bird that flies around with thousands of others at the same time because you don't have any identity.
Right.
Like, be a penguin. You all look alike. You all walk alike, act alike, and there's no individuality.
Jump in the water at the same time. Jump out of the water at the same time.
Yeah, that would get a little old, I would think.
And plus, they live in the cold.
Yeah.
Well, they're adapted to it. I guess they like it. I don't know.
They might dress cool in little tuxedos, but still, it's cold up there. Polar bears eating them and stuff.
Yeah. Orca whales.
Orca whales eating them. You're right.
The penguins from the South Pole. They ain't no polar bears down there.
Well, those are safe. That's where I'd go if I was a penguin.
Well, they got the
You couldn't fly.
seals.
You got to take a cruise.
Tell the polar bears, hey, if you go down the South Pole, they got penguins down there.
You're in the wrong area. Go down there.
Yeah.
Those polar bears are known to just turn on you and eat you. I think I ought to call them bipolar bears.
Yeah.
Instead of polar bear.
Yeah, they got an attitude, definitely.
They got a problem.
They have a mood swing from manic to depressed.
We would take a lot for granted not being birds or animals or whatever, because you get hungry, you got to go find something and kill it and eat it. Otherwise, you don't eat. It ain't like us going to Walmart and stocking up and then just go to the pantry when you're hungry and whip up something for supper. If you don't go out there and kill something, you ain't gonna eat.
Right.
That's why you see some animals take stuff away from others.
And you got to have a certain amount every day to maintain.
That's right. I mean, they probably don't eat on a schedule. They eat when they're hungry.
Yeah.
So. Speaking of eating, it's getting close to lunchtime around here.
Well, let's go get some chicken.
We better get our gizzards or something. We better fly on out of here, go do something. But we appreciate y'all putting up with us this week. We'll see you next week. And in the meantime, what's the frequency, Brother Kenneth?
1480 AM on your radio dial. News Radio WFLN, Arcadia's news and information station.